As you can see, we are in the recovery phase from Hurricane Harvey, and now we're seeing the after effect. There's a lot of debris in this community, and there's a lot of debris all over the city. And the number one priority is to get this debris up as soon as possible. We're adding more contractors every single day, and you know, we're working with FEMA, but we're not wanting to be slowed down by any of the red tape. So we're going to move forward. I do want to say before I turn to the particular subject matter, in addition to the private contractors that the city has brought on board, we have entered into some mutual aid agreements with the cities of San Antonio, Austin. We're now working with Dallas to bring in crews from those cities to help to assist. San Antonio is already on the ground. Austin crew started yesterday, and it's my hope that before the week is out, Dallas will also be in supplementing what we are doing. We're here today to honor the stunning generosity of Mr. Q. Wayne. And let me tell you, I've had the opportunity to talk with him, and I appreciate his generosity. The fact that he came from California this morning to help the people of Houston is a beautiful demonstration of the American spirit that inspires us to reach across the miles to help our fellow citizens. The fact that he started his new life in America at a basic level and rose to prominence in the business world is also a lesson for Houston as we bounce back from our own adversity. He was born in Vietnam. Q. Wayne arrived in Southern California more than 40 years ago at age 31 at the end of the Vietnam War. He got his first job earning $1.25 an hour through a connection at the church that sponsored his family upon his arrival. After rising through the ranks at Abbott Reference Laboratories, he founded Rare Antibody Antigen Supply in 1980 and Shanghai RAAS Blood Products in 1992. The Shenzhen Stock Exchange listed company, where he is vice chairman, supplies albumin, immunoglobulin, and other blood-derived products. He has also developed businesses that sell nutritional supplements, cosmetics, and fashion items. In 2014, he bought a winery and vineyards from the Mondavi Estate in Napa Valley. It now operates the Q Wine Winery. He also acquired the Hummingbird Nest Ranch in Simi Valley outside Los Angeles, where he plans to build a wellness center. Houston is the most diverse city in the nation, and we hope that Mr. Wayne returns here very, very often. We recognize what needs to take place in our city and what needs to take place sooner rather than later. And the Houstonians have been very patient. We've gone through the storm, but it's the recovery that is most important. And the number one priority is getting our debris removed. And at the same time, it's going to take the generosity of others like Mr. Wayne to assist us in rebuilding and moving forward. And today I want to graciously accept his $5 million gift to the Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund, a homegrown effort I started with County Judge Ed Emmett. And donations can be made at HoustonRecovers.org. But I want to thank Mr. Q. Wayne for his generosity, for his contribution. And it's not every day that someone will come from California to Houston, Texas, to contribute $5 million to our local relief fund. Thank you, Mr. Wayne, for your generosity.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Sylvester Turner, for your introduction. And thank you all the press, media, and all of you who come here today with me to bring comfort, love, share, condolence, and sympathy to the flood victim of the Harvey hurricane. I come here as an American, for American, regardless of sex, race, religion, color of skin, yellow, black, white, red, dark complexion, regardless of party affiliation, Republican, Democrat, Independent. We, 336 million Americans living together on this piece of land with discovered by Columbus in 1492. I am a Vietnamese American. I do not come here for that particular community. When I discussed with Mayor, I told Mayor I come here for everyone, for every community. But also I come here for all community. United we stand, divided we fall. I come here to thank American people who allow us to come to this country as a refugee in early 1975 by a Republican president, President 04. American people have given us this opportunity to realize our small dreams. As another Republican President, Ronald Reagan said, America is great for the small dream. I come here to pay back, to contribute. I don't use the word donation. If the IS challenge me, I use the word contribution. And show my gratitude to this country called United of America, consisting of 50 states and 2 territories. I want to thank those 3,000 people who have perished on September 11 today in 2001. Let us together, we have 1 minute of silence to pray for those who have sacrificed their life for our country. The year 2017, God has inflicted a number of disasters on our beloved country. In late February, California has never, for my 42 years in United States, in California, we have never had so much rain. And such a rain burst reservoir in San Jose caused the flood. I don't know how to name that flood, so I name it, this is Sam Ricardo Reservoir Burst Flood. That disaster caused damage to thousands of homes and hundreds of cars. I have come to give him a hand, and I'm pleased, thanks to the high spirit of the San Jose people, as well as all of you here, we are able to fix the problem. We are able to resolve at least few thousand homes, at least 500 cars, and today we have only 50 families left, and we still have $3 million left to help. I'm so happy with the rain. We thought we have enough water because of the rain. However, we had fire, we had drought again, and climate change with the global warming. And it is in September already, we still feel very hot. It's sometimes 102, 105 degrees. Now come another disaster. Hurricane Harvey inflict on Houston, Texas, on Florida, on Virgin Islands, on Puerto Rico. Now I heard that it's coming to Georgia and also North Carolina. Let us pray to God that please do not inflict any more disaster on us, on United of America. Dr. Martin Luther King has said, I have a dream. President Ronald Reagan has said, America is great for the small dream. Thanks to the American people's help, I really have realized some of those small dreams. And as the man who found the number 4 innovative company in the whole world, please remember that, in the whole world, I'm very glad. And I'm very glad to tell you, Mayor, I didn't know, but one of my people were telling me, what the chief executive he told me, Mr. Huang, we are going to have a board director meeting in Austin, Texas. I said, are you coming there for hurricane, to help the hurricane? No, I'm very glad, very pleased. That is the headquarters of one of our companies here. So please cheer for that in Texas. And I still have a lot of bigger dreams. To help to carry out this bigger dream, I have decided to put away small amount of money for my children or for my co-workers. The rest of money will be used to carry out all my dreams. A dream for health care, what we call KA care, that every American can participate and enjoy with 10 US dollar pill of functionable food supplement with no toxicity, so that we do not have to rip off patients. And such a plan, I assure you, can save hundreds of billions, even trillions US dollars. And this is not a dream anymore. I dare to tell you that, because I have discovered, I have do the clinical trials, I have known that it works. Now we can prevent cancer, we can prevent disease, any kind of disease, we can prevent, and also we can cure them. And it will be a reality more than a dream. And that I will make sure it happens within the next 4 years. A dream to have an immigration law so that a lot of people do not have to live in constant fear of being deported. Just like in this city here, I tell you, right now you don't know how many people. This is what I heard. A lot of them may what you call illegal immigrant whatsoever. They dare not to report into shelter because they are afraid they are being discovered and deported. So I have a dream so that the dream can allow more immigrants like me into this great America to make America greater and the greatest. I look around my small group that you can see there, okay? When we pick the grape, because I'm getting the winery, you know, I have to grow grape. Who grow for me? Who pick for me? Those are Mexican American. And you look around here in our team, you can see a couple of them is that standing right there is Jacqueline Scully, and the other guy is Ian Scully. They were standing right there. Are they Caucasian? Are they white? No. They are Argentinian American. Same thing with her sister. And we are not going to pick the grape. We are not going to dig the ground. We are not going to grow the grape. And you know that I mentioned the legal Mexican American have to do all those work. For Houston City, I asked Mayor, who helped you to clean this up? Who will be the laborers, the people who can do the labor work? We are not going to go and pick it up. And last night my daughter has told me, Dad, did you know that a lot of victims is afraid to report to shelter center and they are afraid to be deported? The next dream, this is very bad. A dream that I want to have a law to deal with the fake news. Probably Mayor, probably all of you, the media, things like you know that very well. Okay? And actually this is in Vietnamese language. It had nothing to do in English language. You are press, your media, of course. If you get in English, it will be big trouble for you. Okay? With one to tear my body apart, blow me up in peace, to distort the truth, and to force the reader to believe in what they wrote, to destroy, annihilate, assassinate me, my reputation, and our company. A dream regarding copyright. which to be implemented strictly by the law in this country, which can be enforced in the other country as well. Those are my dreams. Please help me, God, to realize them. Please don't harm me. Help me so I continue to dream for America, for American people. I am so sorry to tell you that the Vietnamese American community would only remember that 0.0006% of the total population, 2 million Vietnamese American among 326 million Americans. But just like today, I'm sorry, we are so noisy with this skill one, with this the Vietnamese community and so on and so forth. But we are proud, very proud, to report to you, to tell you that we dominate the nail industry with service and the product in USA and some other country in the world. Our Vietnamese people also become general, become the admiral, become the Navy captain, become all this, and we have participated. We fought everywhere, from Iraq, Afghanistan. We shed our blood, we shed our tears, and we also shed our blood. Mr. David Dow, Dr. David Dow, probably you heard the story. David Dow had turned his small American dream into a bigger dream. That 326 million Americans. Now, if you are bombed by any airline, you are compensated $10,000 US. That is big dream. Small dream turn into that. And sorry, that is a Vietnamese American. Today, I come here to Mayor not to congratulate you, because I heard congratulations a lot, okay? And I not to congratulate you. Even you, I know you have done a lot. I come here with a check of $5 million that my employee you got it now?
Yeah, I have
right,
it
that's
now.
Good, you hold it.
Yeah, hold
okay.
it up.
That my employee and I myself who shed their sweat to earn it. And I come here to hold you liable for this amount, to make sure that every single dollar should be accounted for and it should be in the hand of the flood victim. Okay, I tell you the last one. Bear with me. I forget to tell you, this is the most disaster in my life. Took place in January because of my true love for a young 27 years old girl in Vietnam, which created a scandal that every Vietnamese in the country and around the world know is still linger until today. Therefore, believe me, Mayor, I cannot run for anything. I love you all. God bless Houston, Florida, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Georgia, North Carolina. God bless America.
Thank you very much. March, come over this way. March over. Got it? Everybody got it?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you. Let me thank you all. Mr. Mayor, again, let me thank you for your generous spirit. Appreciate the $5 million to the relief fund. Thank you so very much. And then we're going to get out the way. I'm going to ask you all to move so the trucks can kind of navigate and pick some of this debris up. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you.